Hi, I'm Stephanie Ives, Vice President for Student Affairs here at Swarthmore College. You know, most days I tend to avoid the kitchen at all costs, but today is special. Not just because you get a rare glimpse of me cooking, but because it's a day where I get to reflect on everything I'm thankful for, like this incredible community I'm part of. Through your generosity, you've helped sustain this community through thick and thin. Your support empowers students to be architects of a better world through critical thinking, compassion, and creativity. From need-blind, loan-free financial aid and student-faculty research opportunities to world-class faculty and sustainable facilities, including this amazing teaching kitchen in our new dining center. Gifts from donors like you enrich every aspect of the Swarthmore experience. It's truly a lot to be grateful for. So as a small way to thank you for everything you do, I'm sharing my family's pumpkin bread recipe. It's always a huge hit over the holidays at my house. So to begin, we're going to start with our dry ingredients. I'm going to use this big bowl and a sifter. You may not have one this size, use the one that you have, but you want to incorporate all of your dry ingredients through the sifter first. So we have here 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to give that a shake. It's a messy recipe. Don't worry about it. You don't have to capture every morsel. You just want it to be smooth. And as my husband would say, I am a disaster in the kitchen, and I have proof to show it. I'm going to add to this, I'm going to get that down, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Now this is already incorporated together in this little bowl, so I'm going to do 1, 2, that would be for the baking soda, 1, 2, that would be for the salt, and then one more little half there, that would be for the baking powder. Of course, I'm not exactly precise and delicate about all of that. Okay. Last, I'm going to add to the sifter, because then you can remove the sifter, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, there we go, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Again, mine are all incorporated in this little dish, so I'll just put 1 of each, and sift that. Now I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, because the sugar is too big to get through the sifter, so I'm just going to add the sugar by hand, and then I'm going to use my spatula to just give it a quick stir, because when we add the wet ingredients, we don't want to have to do too much more work. Of course, my sugar's a little bit lumpy, so you might want to give it a little bit more of a stir than you would normally do. Okay, that's good enough. Now, we're going to add to a second bowl some of our wet ingredients. So for that, I have 1/2 cup of cooking oil. There we go. And 4 delicious eggs. I love eggs. Fantastic. 2.5 cups of canned pumpkin. You may have a favorite brand. Just go ahead with what you use normally. Some pumpkins can be a little wet, so if you make this recipe with one brand and it turns out to be a little bit more moist than you intended, it may be the pumpkin. So give another try to a different brand of canned pumpkin. And then lastly, 1/4 cup of water. All right, now we're going to mix that all together. If you have a mixer like this beautiful one here, you can definitely use that. I'm just gonna give it a quick mix by hand. I'm going to incorporate all of these wet ingredients into my dry ingredients, and you'll see this come together so beautifully. This pumpkin bread, my husband brought this to our family, and it is such an enormous hit. The children especially absolutely love it. It's the type of bread that's kind of like a loaf cake, and so you can absolutely share it during dinner itself, for dessert, or during breakfast. It stays for days. It is also the kind of recipe where you can make smaller loaves and give them away as gifts. Okay, That looks good. Now, you want to use any non-stick or pre-greased pan, and then you're just going to pour all of your ingredients in. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this into a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 1 hour to bake. Oh, this smells so good. It's cooled off a little bit now, so I can handle it. You can click the link at the end of the video for the recipe, or check the description below. And if you make this recipe, let us know by tagging us at Swarthmore College on Instagram or emailing social@swarthmore.edu. Once again, oh gosh, thank you so much for your generosity, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Swarthmore College.